Good day. Today's topic of interest is an area of a sector and length of an arc. So, as you can see, we have a question. The diagram shows a slice of a circular cake O, A, B, C, D of radius 14 centimeters, and are given the dimensional length of the radius and the angle between them as well as the height. So taking pi as 22/7, calculate the length of arc AB, the perimeter of OAB, the area of sector and volume of the slice. So first of all, we're going to look at what exactly is an arc and what exactly is a sector. If you have a circle of radius r, right, if you cut this circle as such, and then you have this section here, this is a sector. So we're going to define a sector as an area in a circle bound by two radiuses of equal lengths. So this is a property of a sector. It has equal sides, right? So we're going to have something of this such, radius and radius of the circle, right? And then the length that runs between the sector here, this is the arc. So I'm going to show you something. We can define a sector as a fraction of a circle, right? Because if you have a full circle like this and then you cut it like such, you have a fraction, and then this goes on as an arc. If you have a full perimeter of a circle like this, right, and you can know the perimeter of a circle is also defined as the circumference of a circle. Now, you have your sector, right? And then we discussed that this length here is the radius. No, this is the arc, sorry. As you can see, an arc is also a fraction of the circumference or perimeter of the circle. So an arc is just a fraction of the whole perimeter of the circle, right? This is going to be easier when you're going to be remembering the formulas when finding solutions. So now let's look at the question. The first question goes, taking pi as 22/7, calculate the length of arc AB, right? Going on here, arc AB is where? This is our arc. So they want the length. And we already taught that an arc is the length, right? So an arc, the formula is given as, this is the total perimeter, 2 pi r multiplied by the ratio. Remember I said this is a fraction. So we're going to say the fraction of this is an angle over the total angle in a second. So you can see this is just the formula. This is just the formula for total perimeter of a full circle, of a 360 circle. But since we discussed that an arc is a fraction of the full perimeter. This goes to give us the fraction. 2 pi r is equal as pi multiplied by d, because the diameter is simply 2 radiuses running from length to length, because the diameter is a radius, right, is radius 1 plus radius 2, so 2r, as you can see, so they are the same. Going on, we have the arc as 2 pi r multiplied by 30 degrees over 360. But now we are taking pi as 22 over 7 multiplied by the radius 14 centimeters multiplied by our ratio, right? And then we're going to simplify. So now we're going to simplify, right? So 7 here, this goes, simplifies to 2 centimeters. So we have 2 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 2 centimeters multiplied by, these zeros cancel, this is 1, this is 12 multiplied by 1 over 12. 44 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 over 12. 88 divided by 12. 7.333. But guys, answers like this, it's good to leave them in fraction form. So we're going to simplify this fraction, so I show you what I mean, right? So if we divide at the top and at the bottom with 4, we're going to have 11, we're going to have 22 divided by 3. So this is so this is how you leave your answer, 22 over 3. And then since this is length is 22 over 3 centimeters, or you can leave it into a mixed fraction, right? And then we have the perimeter of the top slice. So the perimeter of the top slice is given by our sector, and sector of 14. So we discussed that 14 centimeters and 14 centimeters, and then with 22 over 3 centimeters, right? So the perimeter is just the length of the 2 radiuses plus the length of the arc, because we have side 1, side 2, and side 3. So this is going to be 28 centimeters plus 22 over 3, and then 3 here, 28 multiplied by 3, 84 plus 22. So right now we're going to leave it into a mixed fraction. 106 divided by 3 centimeters, right? So the next question goes on to say the area of the sector. So now we are required to find the area of the sector. So we know that this is 30 degrees and this is 14 centimeters, right? OAB. OAB. And then area of a circle is pi r squared. right? And then we discussed that for a sector is pi r squared of a full circle multiplied by the ratio of our sector to the full circle. So this is going to be multiplied by 30 degrees over 360. So our pi is 22 over 7 multiplied by 14 squared multiplied by 30 over 360, right? So now we're going to simplify. 22 over 7 multiplied by 196 multiplied by 30 over 360. So let's simplify our fraction here. 1 over 12. 22 over 7 multiplied by 196 multiplied by 1 over 12. So we have 22 multiplied by 196, 4312 over 7 times 12, 84, right? 4312 divided by 84. So we can further reduce this by dividing at the top and at the bottom by 2. So we have 2156 over 42. Further divide by 2. We have 1078 divided by 21. And then we check if it's divisible by 3. So it's not divisible by 3. So we leave our answer as such. Let's see, 21. I think this is divisible by 7. I think this is divisible by 7. Right. We have 1, 3. We have 5. We have 2 here. And then 57. 154. So 154 divided by 3, and then this is the final. And then the last question says the volume of the slice. So now we have the volume of the slice. The volume of a prism, because three-dimensional shapes are the ones with volume, so it's just the area of the face or the base, area of base multiplied by the height. So our base is the sector, which is going to be 154 over 3 multiplied by the height. 154 over 3 multiplied by the height, which is 3 centimeters. 3 centimeters. Remember units, guys, units. So this is going to be 154 centimeter cubed. Right. Thank you.